NCIS Los Angeles. Again, it is returning to CBS and Paramount Plus on October 9th on Sunday. What's it like for you to be back in the good old procedural crime drama? What's that like for you, Gerald McRaney? What do you got?
Don't let them know, but it's like stealing money.
Well, you might leave fingerprints. That sounds like an episode right there.
Yeah.
It's like stealing money, huh?
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, I'm just looking at the way your career started, where so many procedural dramas that you were in, crime and, Rockford Files back in the day, Police Woman. I mean, like these are some Petrocelli, Beretta. I mean, you were on some of the best of the best
and
back in the 70s.
And all the Quinn Martin shows way back in the day.
Quinn Martin Productions, sure. Yeah.
But I have to say, you mentioned Rockford Files.
Yes, sir. You got a good story
One
there?
of my favorite things about that show.
Yes.
The first one I did, I had a scene to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in my little dressing room, one of, 4 or 5 in a row.
Yeah.
And I had just arrived, and there's a knock on the door, and I thought, geez, can they be ready that quickly?
Mm-hmm.
I opened the door, and there's Jim Garner, who says, "Hey, Hoss, I'm Jim. Just wanted to welcome you to the show. Hope you have fun." That was it. But that was the way that man was. I'm a day player. I'm doing a scene. And he went out of his way to welcome me to his show. Months later, my parents had come out here for a visit, and I arranged for them to have lunch with me at the commissary at Universal, which was a big to-do for them.
Sure.
And I saw that Rockford Files was shooting right across the street from that. And I went over there just to see if Jim was there, and he was. And I knocked on his trailer, and his assistant came and answered the door, said hi to me and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I just wanted to see if Jim was going to have a moment to say hello to my parents. Well, there was an executive in there with Jim who said something to the effect of, "We don't have time for that." To which Jim responded, "Well, we're going to have to make some time, aren't we?" Came out and spent like the next hour with my parents.
Fantastic.
And just kept that executive in there cooling his heels, learning some manners. And I will never forget that as long as I live. He was the finest gentleman I think I've run across in this business. Again, rest his soul. But he was such an outstanding man.
And you must have been, I'm assuming, a fan of Maverick and The Great Escape and knowing exactly who that was.
Oh, sure.
Going into that.
Yeah. He was one of the guys I looked up to when I was, an amateur and just getting started. And I look up to him to this day.